Hey, Angie, here we are.
What's up, mofo?
Mofo.
Yep.
Both sides are working tonight.
Oh, joy. What's
Oh,
up?
joy,
What are we
joy.
talking about? Are we going back on this
We're
list?
going back on our 53 questions. We're
Gosh,
on
53?
number 29. There's a lot of them, but it's just one we can do every week, and it can be a relationship thing.
It's like a little series, I feel like.
It's a series.
It's a relationship series.
It's a relationship podcast series, and we're getting to answer questions
Right. I need my nails done.
about us, but also expound on the man. You got a gap in between your cuticle and your.
I just said I needed to get my nails done.
Why don't you just paint it all the way down? Nobody can see. Nobody will be able to
Okay,
tell.
do you understand how getting acrylic nails and getting fill-ins, do you understand what that means?
Did anybody
So-
invent a part that could just squirt in there and you'd never even have to touch that? You just squirt
Jeff,
it
you
in
don't
there?
understand. When I go get my nails done, she'll cut these down a little bit and file them down and sand them, and then she takes acrylic and she fills that in so it meets. That's how you know when you need a fill-in. That's why it's called a fill-in, because there's a gap. And you
There
need
is
to
a freaking gap, yeah.
There is a gap. That's why
Can't
I'm
you
getting.
buy like a big tube of caulk and just do it at home and match the paint up? Like your car? Like if you had a chip on your car?
No, this isn't a chip on my
They
nail.
should give you a tube of paint when you leave there for the paint. So if you want to match it up yourself.
If I
you could
painted
just
that gap,
squirt
it
it
would
in
still
there.
look weird.
No, you
need
fill it
the
in
acry-
first. They should
That's
give
what I go
you should
see
buy
Haley
you could
for
buy
every 3 weeks.
Couldn't you just get on Amazon and buy a tube of it? Squirt it in there?
Jeff, that's not how it works.
Huh.
That's like asking you to cut your own hair.
That's crazy. My hair's on my head. That's on your fingers.
Have you seen how shaky my hands are?
Yeah, but I
Do
can
you
help
want me-
you.
Jeff, can I just go to Haley on Thursday and let her do a fill-in?
I guess that probably is the best thing.
Oh my gosh. I still have Christmas nails.
You do have Christmas
They're
nails.
red and sparkly, and I never wear
People
red.
need to take down the freaking lights, and you need to get rid of the Christmas nails.
Jeez. Heard that.
Heard.
All right, what's up? Number 29.
Number 29.
Oh, wow.
Number
He's clearing his throat
29.
for this must be a good one.
Have you ever apologized for what you've done wrong to your partner? No.
Is that why you just cleared your throat?
No, I didn't even know what the question was until I saw it.
Of course.
I think that's why we're still together, because we apologized once we realized we're wrong.
Here's what we used to do, though. At the beginning of our relationship, I apologized for everything, even if it wasn't my fault. I was over apologetic, and you were under apologetic.
You're talking about the good years that we're talking about here?
Okay, I'm sorry. If you're going to be like that, I will get up from this table, and I will go on over to my spot on my couch and go ahead and start wine time. I think we're in the good years.
Oh, we are in the good years, but I had to make a joke.
I learned that I don't have to apologize for things that aren't in fact my fault.
Yeah, but don't go overboard. You know what I mean? Like, don't think it's not your fault when it is.
Well, I don't think. I
Okay,
apologize
all right.
when... Do I not apologize?
You do, yes. You seem to be questioning yourself, though. I can help you. Don't worry. I'll make sure you understand when you need to apologize more. How about that? Can we do that? No?
You're so weird. Like,
Okay. It's a joke.
I apologize.
You apologize plenty. We both apologize plenty. I think we both are pretty good at it at this point.
You used to be really bad at it.
I used to be pretty bad.
Because you were never wrong.
I was not wrong.
And if you were, you would turn it and like try to bend it to where, I might be wrong, but I'm also right.
That's true.
You still kind of low key do that.
Not all the time.
So
Really?
not all the time. No, not all the time.
I might do it. No, here's the deal. I admit this. In the moment, I do that.
In the what?
In the moment, I will do that.
Moment.
I will do that. But I usually, now in my mature years, I will come around and go, yeah.
I mean, most people in the moment do try to make
I'm
it
sorry.
not their fault, but
I was a real ass. I did the wrong thing. I said the wrong thing. Whatever.
right. I think we're both at this point in our life pretty good at apologizing when we actually need to.
We are. We're pretty good.
And if we don't right away, we usually circle back around after a little bit and we're like, all right, you know what, you're right.
Yeah, we usually come around.
Yeah.
So that was good. I'm glad we handled that question.
Glad that one's done.
Yes. Do you forgive your partner's mistakes easily?
Yeah.
I'd say we're both that way.
I thought we already covered this.
Well, maybe it was in a different form, but that's number 30.
Because I thought we always, or maybe it was a whole other podcast on forgiveness. Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
It might have been, but I think that's one thing where some people can't let things go. There's people that I don't know why. Maybe it's the way they're raised, maybe it's the way they're built, whatever, but they cannot let things go.
Yeah. I feel like we've always been pretty good
We've
at
been
that.
really good about that.
Like, even early on.
Always. It's always been something that we've somehow, no matter how bad the thing is that's happened, it's like we've been, okay, we'll get over it.
Yeah.
It's done. It's been in the past. I mean, sure, there's things you brought back up. Not you, but I mean me.
Well, everybody
I'm saying
does.
everybody. But for the most part, we're pretty forgiving.
Yeah.
Pretty lenient. Because we're pretty good at seeing the other's heart and if it's genuine.
Right.
Right?
Right. Right. I think we're both forgivers. So
We're both forgivers.
there are people who hold grudges, though.
They hold on and they bring, it eats them alive.
Yeah.
And I think that just is, I don't know.
I couldn't do that. I
No.
couldn't sleep at night if I had a grudge with somebody.
Well, we have trouble. We're the type of people, too, that we can't sleep if we're in. It's hard for us to go to sleep. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Right.
Right?
We
Unless
have
it's,
gone to
well,
bed
yeah,
mad
but usually
and,
it's
like-
because there's substances involved, like alcohol.
Yeah, but there's sometimes. Well, yeah, I guess that's true.
If
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
not, it's like, no, I can't sleep. I got to deal with this. Like,
Right.
we got to figure this out.
We've had many sleepless nights like that.
We have.
Where we've been up till 3, 4 in the morning.
Yes.
Like sorting it out.
Yes. And I don't regret that at all. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I do too. What's 31?
Do you throw temper easily for small mistakes of your partners? Partners? That's the first time they've used partners with an S.
Let me think about all of my partners.
Yeah, think about all your partners and see if you have a temper with any of them.
No, I really don't. I don't think I have a temper. I get in moods. I have, of course, PMS, and then I might be a little more temperamental. But I think as on an average, you and I both are not very temperamental. We covered this a couple episodes ago when we were talking about we just thought we're not really into drama. Like, we're not very temperamental. It's like, this bothered me. You made me mad, and this is why. Let's talk about it. Okay, done. I don't really throw a temper tantrum.
No, usually that's induced by a fight when things get ugly
Yes.
and out of hand.
Right.
It's not easily, though. It's not
No.
easily. This says easily.
No, God, no.
No.
You're not very temperamental at all. Only when you've had too much to drink.
Right.
Then you can get a little bit temperamental.
A little bit.
And when you're driving in the car,
That's different. That's
Oh
me.
my
That's
gosh.
counseling for me.
counseling, you
I
need
believe
counseling for
I
that.
believe the car is a safe space where you can say anything you want about the people around you. Not in the car, but people in other cars. You can talk about running them into a ditch, killing them and their family,
Oh my gosh.
slashing their tires.
Wow. That
Burning their house
escalated.
down.
Wow, that escalated quickly.
I'm just saying, it's freeing. They don't know you're doing it, and you really don't mean it. Because you pull up at the light and you go, hey, you know what I mean? They cut you off 2 blocks ago, but you're
So
over it
you
in
want
2
to burn
blocks.
their house down because they cut you off?
No, I don't really want to burn their house down. I just like to get it out. You know, you just like let it. You let,
I honestly can never say I've had thoughts of burning somebody's house down.
well, aren't you perfect?
No. I've had fantasies of running people in ditches or off the road, but never burning people's house down or killing their family.
It was an example. And killing their
That's an
family, I don't
exaggerated
think
example.
really I want to kill their family, but sometimes people in cars, they frustrate me.
Do
I don't know
they?
if you've experienced this
Oh, I
before.
have. I think I probably have a montage I can put together, a video.
That's my safe space
Good.
where I let my blood pressure increase
Yeah,
and
it's
I
really
get
not
verbally
good for ya.
offensive. It's a very calming, peaceful,
Oh, it's very calming and peaceful for your passengers.
freeing.
It's comedy for me, but anyway. All right, moving on.
Do you respect each other's beliefs? No, not at all. I don't respect anything you believe in.
Wow.
But that doesn't mean you can't coexist.
I think we respect each of each other's beliefs. Like beliefs, or what is it? Beliefs or opinions?
We
Like
believe sort of the
what's a
same
belief?
way.
I mean, mostly, yes.
Beliefs, when you talk about beliefs, I'm going to go ahead and go to spiritual beliefs.
Oh, yeah, I think we think the same on that.
Right? So
Yeah, I respect.
that's an easy one.
I respect your beliefs. I respect anybody's beliefs, really.
That's me. I mean, if you were Muslim or Mormon, I'd still be like, cool, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. I'm not better than you.
It really doesn't have anything to do with you. You know what I mean?
No, my religion's as crazy as yours.
Well, is a
If you don't
religion
look
is
at
a
the
belief
detail.
a religion, or is it just?
Well, I'm saying my belief system is a religion. I'm just taking it there.
Could it be beliefs like it's like I have a belief that we really shouldn't leave dishes in the sink before we go to bed.
Is that a belief, though?
That's what I'm asking you.
I don't think that's a belief.
I don't. That's actually a weird word when you think about it. What a belief?
A belief.
That's a weird word.
Now that you say it, it's really weird.
It doesn't have to be religion, does it?
Yeah, I think so. I think your belief system is the way you
No,
believe.
didn't say system.
Beliefs. Beliefs. Look up beliefs.
I mean, I'm gonna have to because it's like what you believe in, and like there are some things that I believe in that you don't, like supernatural stuff.
Yeah, but that's fine. Believe in that supernatural stuff.
So I mean,
I don't care.
it says
Wow, I just had
I heard that
that was one of those backwards burps.
it's an acceptance that a statement is true or that something exists, or trust, faith, or confidence in someone or something. An example of a belief. If you live your beliefs, you can turn the world around. What? I don't know what that means. I think that it could be anything. It could be philosophical. It could be religion. It could be supernatural. Like, what do you believe in? Okay, it doesn't have to be like, are we talking about a religion? It's like, do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in extraterrestrial activity?
Ooh, that's good because I
you
do.
believe
You think
in,
I'm crazy?
That's what I'm saying. So it doesn't have to be just religion.
That's true.
So I'm saying, like, the supernatural thing. Like, I believe in it, you don't.
You know that aliens visit us, and they're going to come out with it. That they've hidden it from us.
Jeff, I'm not
It's
doing
in.
this again.
It's in the stimulus package
Oh my gosh.
that they've got to talk about it within so many days.
With the aliens?
Yeah, they're going to come
You're
out and talk to us
drunk.
about it. I'm telling you right
Who's
now.
coming out to talk to us
The
about it?
government. They're going to release. They're going to let. This is a true thing. Google it.
The government's going to come out and talk to us
They're
about...
going to let us know. They have. There's been extraterrestrial life form. There's been UFOs.
Oh, here
There's
we go
been
again.
stuff that could not have been created here that is here.
There's also supernatural stuff that you don't believe in.
Well, some of it I do.
Oh, now you pick and choose.
Not really.
Oh, my word. There's nothing... You get me so aggravated. So, no, we do not have the same beliefs. Because I do not believe anywhere near that is the truth.
It's happening, baby.
What about the stimulus package and aliens?
I'll have to talk to you about it later. I got to look it up.
Of course he's got to
Hold
look it
on.
up because he only read
The headline. Well, that's... I read it, I nod, I go, yeah,
They have no...
I like that. It makes sense.
You have to read the whole article.
That's
Now
a
you're
lot,
telling us
though.
the
You
government
know what?
is
That
coming
is
out and
so
telling us
much.
whether the aliens are going to get the stimulus
Wait, let me
package.
see. Let me see if I've got something.
Is that what you're
official.
telling me? Like, what does it have? What do they have to do with the stimulus package? This is beyond. I'm about ready to just stop this right now.
I don't know if it's stimulus package. What is it? The new COVID-19 bill gives Department of Defense 180 days to disclose UFO documents.
Okay.
Why is that hidden in the COVID-19 bill?
Because it doesn't
they
exist.
released?
An
They hid
unidentified
that in
flying
there.
object can be anything. It could be a drone that some kid was flying, but we just didn't know what it was. So now it's a UFO.
No, they're going to disclose the documents, and you're going to see that it wasn't just. And that last meteor that passed by Earth, they're saying that was more of a spaceship. because it was not a meteoric. It was metals and things. It was a ship of some sort, but they were tricking us.
Oh my dear Lord. The government is wanting to have a real life Stranger Things in 2021. It's not happening.
They can't
You
tell
are
us
so
because
dumb.
we can't handle it. We can't even handle COVID-19.
Are you being
We
for
can't
real?
handle that there's other life forms out there.
Are you being for real right now? You are just so easily bought, it's not even funny.
This stuff is fun.
Like, the government is now turning into, like, let's do drama. Let's do Hollywood. With all of this going on, and then this is going to... Wait, COVID's almost over, so we got to have something in our back pocket to get the people going. And no, I don't believe that stuff. I mean, do I believe there's life forms other places? Maybe, yeah. I'm not saying that. Do I think they're visiting us and crashing their ships into our backyards? And no.
Usually,
no, I do not.
usually it's not in a backyard.
No, I
It's
do
usually
not.
in a remote area.
I don't think that's happening at all. And
Tell me what you think about this, because you know how much ocean we have, and you know how deep the seas are, and most life forms not discovered. Like, they don't. 90% of the sea creatures and sea life has not been discovered yet. Do you think it's possible that an alien is hiding deep in the ocean?
yes, a fish alien. I do. I think that there's a special alien, one that breathes underwater.
No,
for
not a
extended
fish
period of
alien.
time.
They just are hiding down there, and they're
Do they come up for air, or do they have a snorkel at least?
they're
Do they live
they're
in a
way,
submarine?
We are so freaking archaic compared to these life forms are so beyond us.
Jeff, where are you
I think
getting
they're
your
seeing
info?
how stupid we are and how we're destroying our earth.
They're laughing at you right now. Jeff, can you please tell me where you're getting this absurd information?
I just Googled it for you.
You're embellishing on something that is dumb.
Okay, I can see you're not ready for this news. Let's go back to our list.
I'm not ready for this news.
This is a lot for you to handle right now. We should go back to our list. This is a
I'm not even
relationship
going to
podcast.
sneeze at it later because it's stupid.
Okay, all right.
You can this.
So
I'm
the
just saying.
answer is no. What was the
No,
question?
we do not have some of the same beliefs
We
at all.
respect each other's beliefs.
Oh, I respect you. Respect that you're an idiot. Just
That's
kidding.
fair. That's fair.
I'm just kidding. You're not an
No,
idiot.
I get
I'm
it.
just
I can
saying,
I can
like,
be an idiot. I
feel
can admit
like
that. I like to have fun with it.
I feel like that if you really think that, you might be somewhat of a little bit of that's a strong word.
Yes,
You might
I like
be a
that.
little
I-
bit-
You can say it on the air.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, it's
no,
our podcast.
I am not. I will never say that because it's disrespectful. I just called you an idiot.
You're,
but I wasn't.
you're so respectful.
Listen, I think that it's fine. I think that it's cute that people believe that. They're just trying to be little boys and little girls and live in this
come
dreamland
on.
of like,
It's
ooh,
not
maybe
cute.
there
You're
is.
naive.
I'm not naive. I'm a realist. And I'm a skeptic is what I am. I'm actually a really big skeptic. Unless I've
I am too.
experienced it myself, which is why the like paranormal stuff I'm not a skeptic of because I have witnessed that stuff. You are a skeptic of it. I don't know why you're a skeptic of that, but you'll believe anything somebody says about an alien or a spaceship that crashed in their garden.
There's a spaceship that crashed in the garden.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like,
Okay.
you'd be
Don't-
all
Don't mess with me.
If
you've heard
Sally,
something,
if Sally
you need to
down
tell
the
me.
street says she saw a UFO and a green Martian waving out the window, and then found scrap metal in her rose bushes, you would believe that over me, whom you know, saying I feel like that I came in contact with something paranormal. You would think that I was like,
I believe you.
you do not.
I do. I believe
Listen to
you.
his voice. No, you don't.
I do believe you.
But you believe in aliens and UFOs flying over the White House.
that happened.
Oh my gosh. That's all planned. That's all hogwash. It's all cover up for something else.
I like that you're into conspiracies. This is bringing out a good side of you. I like it.
I'm just saying.
I like it.
I'm saying. Anyway. So the answer to that question, y'all, is no. We believe in the same God, and we believe in like the same like spiritual things, maybe.
Right,
But
right.
other things that we don't like. Like for instance, I'll just say this. So when we were back on, excuse me, I'm really full and the burpsies are coming out. When we were back on
cute.
TikTok, we were doing lives all the time, and
That was fun.
Jeff wanted to take our live through the cemetery, a
Yes.
little tour, because we have a cemetery up the road. I think that is absolutely 100% the most disrespectful and not right thing to do. Not that he was making fun of anybody, or not that we were doing anything
wouldn't do
inappropriate,
anything.
but he just wanted to go on. I don't like that
There's
idea.
a road. People walk it all the
I
time.
understand that, but I think there's a sense of respect, and you don't bring I don't like that.
That's one of the most
So,
quiet
anyway,
places on earth because everybody's dead in
Can
there.
I talk?
Sure.
So people are laughing like, "Do you stop?" But I'm telling a story. So there was a lady on there who is into what would you call it?
I'm not going to talk about it because yeah.
What do you mean you're not going to talk about it? I'm not going to say her name.
Well, I know her name.
But I know, but I'm not going to say it. Is that what you're worried about?
No.
Anyway, it's a type of
religion,
religion, and she said that she was going to send me some stuff that if we do go into the cemetery and do that, there's some protocol to respect the past lives that you need to do. And she sent me this big stuff, all this stuff, and that when you're done, she sent me some holy soap and some sage and stuff like that to get it off of us so we don't bring it inside. Yes, I believe in that.
Really?
I do. I believe in spirits. I believe in all that stuff.
And rubbing some chemical on you?
Well, that's why they have the holy water in the Catholic Church.
That's false crap, too.
Oh my gosh. I wouldn't mess with that.
That's what
If
they
y'all are
want you
hearing
not
this,
to do.
Look, I
Don't mess
respect
with
you.
it.
Jeff,
It's
you're sleeping
holy
in
wa-
another room tonight.
No, it's fine. It's holy water because they say it's holy water.
Okay, I can't believe that you'll believe the government and what the government
I
says.
don't believe the government. I'm just glad they're
over-
finally fessing up to it because someone's holding their feet to the fire. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, move on.
They've tried to deny it too long, and now they're
Oh my
being brought
gosh.
down, and they're going to have to admit it.
No, it's probably the latter. It's probably nothing to do with aliens, and it's all to do with supernatural stuff, and people are tired of being disrespected that's in the past life.
Could be. And then I would be happy
I
with
can't
that
believe
too.
that you will believe in UFOs, but you will not believe that spirits could be offended by what you do in their resting place. Like, that's crazy.
Why would
to me.
they be offended? Why would they be so touchy after they're gone? That's so
We are
petty.
moving on. Move on.
That's so petty.
Oh my gosh, move on. Move on.
I'm moving on. Number 33. Is it really necessary to know everything from your partner's previous relationships?
Absolutely not.
No. That's
Absolutely
stupid.
not. Why would you want to?
Why would
mean-
you? Why would you? No, but what is? If you talk to psychologists and people who try to help you better your life, you know what they say? Looking at the past is one of the biggest causes of depression.
Yeah.
You can't look at the past. You can't obsess on the past. You've got to move forward.
I think that
If there's something that's a problem from the past and you need to work through it, that's different.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that, like, if I were to get into a relationship with someone else, like if something happened to us and I was in a relationship with someone else and I knew they had a past relationship, maybe even one that was a little serious, I would want to know why it didn't work out so I could make sure that I didn't do those things. Like, what made it about this person that it didn't work out? Was she too controlling? Was she too demanding? Was she high maintenance? Was she expensive? So then I could be
Drag
like,
her teeth. Did she?
right. So I can be sure that I don't do those things. Or if it's a tendency of mine that I really do, I can say, look, I have some of those traits too. Let's just save us both some time. Because if you don't like when a woman goes out and spends a bunch of money, I happen to like to spend a bunch of money, which I'm being so...
I was going to
I'm
say,
just
who
making
are
it up.
you?
I'm making this up.
Yeah, that's not you.
You know what I mean? Or like, you know what I'm saying? Or if you, I don't know. Or if she was too simple for you, then maybe I'm not for you because I'm actually a simple person. So that kind of stuff, yeah, but you don't need to know everything.
No.
I think that, like you said,
Things that
that's
help
like,
you grow
Right.
are fine, but I think they're getting at questioning someone about their past relationship and why they liked her and why, you know.
like,
and-
was she pretty? Did she smell good? Did she do?
right.
Yeah, like,
and
yeah.
why did you not, you know, why were you
understand.
with her for years and why did you gotta, you know, did you love
Yeah.
her? Did you? And
That's, yeah,
it's gone. It's over.
right. I
It's
agree with
done.
that.
Move on.
I don't think that we need
Of
to
course,
worry
we
about
say
that.
that and we haven't been in another
No,
relationship.
we
but
haven't. That's true. But I mean, I could imagine.
I can't imagine really worrying about something that went on before me. But maybe that's just my personality.
If it's before you, there's nothing that person
The only
didn't do anything wrong.
it would bother me is if they had something with a person romantically and they still were hanging out with them. Then I can't admit that would make me go,
Yeah. Well, of course, that's natural.
Right?
Right.
There's something there for years.
That's natural.
Now you're not together, but you still hang out all the time. You're texting all the time.
Yeah.
That would make me want to ask more questions.
Yeah.
Other than that, if it's gone, if it's out of your life, it's nothing I need to talk about. Anywho. Do you believe in staying with this partner for a very long time or even forever?
Oh my gosh, pass. I mean, we already know that. I've been with you since 1991.
Yes.
I mean, that's just
Stupid.
a stupid question.
Stupid question.
I mean, it is for us. It wouldn't
Why
be for
fluff
some.
questions?
It
No,
wouldn't be
this
for
is just a
some.
pit stop. I do 5 years with somebody and then do another 5 with somebody else.
Trade them in. It's like, trade
Yeah,
it.
it's just like, okay, this is getting old. Let's move on. All right. How do you feel when your partner has to leave you for some time because of work or studying?
Ooh, I don't study.
I guess it's hitting all areas.
Okay. If you had to leave me for studying for the day, I'd be okay. Like when you leave for work. But yeah, if you go on a trip, I don't like it.
Right.
I don't like it when you initially leave, and then after you're gone a few days, I'm like, then I get excited for you to come back, and that feeling is kind of fun.
Sure.
For like, you know what I'm
it's fun
saying?
for
Like,
me when
not that like absence makes the heart grow fonder. It's not that I'm growing fonder of you. It's just like, okay, the day you left, I hated it, sucked. But then a couple days has gone by, I'm like, all right, I'm kind of getting used to my thing now. But now it's a day before he comes home. Oh, now I'm getting excited. It's like, that's a cool thing to feel because you know you really still have it for a person if you get excited when they've been. I mean, I get excited when you come home from work. I mean, I don't run and kiss you at the door, but I'm just saying, like, I look forward to after we've been gone for a period of time, whether it be all day or whether it be for 2 days or whether it be for a week, which I can't remember the last time we've been gone for each other for a whole week. But
It's been a long time.
it's been a while, but I can remember the feeling of like the day that before I was like, okay, 2 more sleeps, okay, 1 more sleep, okay, it's the morning of, and then you get like excited, and that's
Oh
a
my
good
God,
feeling
yeah.
to feel. If you didn't feel that, I feel like
That would be scary.
if it was the opposite, like I cannot wait till he goes out of town, or oh he's coming back tomorrow, I better enjoy it now. That's not good.
That's terrible.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I if you told me today that you were taking the kids out of town for the weekend, would I low key be like, are you serious, dear Lord? Yes, because I need some time. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't miss you or be like, you're like, oh, but then, have a good time for a couple of days. But
Sure.
then be super excited for you guys to come back. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I don't think it's
absolutely.
wrong to want time for yourself. Or I don't think it's wrong for you or I to say, we're going on a guy's trip and we're going on a girl's trip and we're super excited about it. I don't think that you should take offense by like, oh, Angie, I'm going on a guy's trip and I'm really excited. I shouldn't sit over here and be like, really?
Yeah, no,
You know what I
that's
mean?
silly.
No, you should be excited. I would
Right.
be excited. I've never been on a girl's trip except with my mom and my great aunts and my grandma. I've never been on a girl's trip.
Right.
So I would be ecstatic. So, but I would miss you and I'd be excited to come back. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it always is when I do go, like when I went to New Hampshire that week for whatever it was, 4 or 5 days. It was like you said, I didn't necessarily want to go because it was
for
work.
yeah.
But it's always fun to experience a new place.
Well,
But
sure.
then you're like you said, it's like I was dying to get back. And then like the excitement, it's kind of a good feeling. It's kind of a confirmation.
That's what I
Man,
mean.
I really like this person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I love being around them.
Yeah.
And I feel that every day, but we're homies. Like I think a lot of people, they like the show we watched the other day, it said I should be with that person because they say you should be with your best friend.
Yeah,
the
you
person
should.
you really like to hang out with.
I think that's
and I'm
true.
like, that's what I try to tell people. If you've got the physical connection and you love to hang out with each other,
yeah.
and you like click and you laugh, like we're joking and laughing and cutting up all the time and being idiots, and you're not like a lot of the relationships you see that are like everybody's kind of keep each other in check and wanting to know what you're doing, where you're
Right.
going, blah, blah, blah. It's like that's
Right.
what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
If you want a longevity, you need to be homies.
It's just like every
Quote
night we
from
chill
Cafe.
out together like best friends would. I mean, we sit on the couch, we put on a show that we want to watch together. Sometimes I'm in my phone, sometimes you're drawing. Sometimes we're not necessarily paying attention to each other or the show we're watching sometimes. But that's okay. We're on the same couch relatively close to each other and we're enjoying each other's company. It's not like you go downstairs, watch your show, do your thing, I stay up here. That that's not natural for me.
But then again, there's sometimes that we end up saying, hey, I got to tell you something. We pause the show, 2.5 hours later, we're still yakking at each other.
Or sometimes we're not on our phones, or you're not on your iPad, and we're actually watching the show, and we're like talking about the show. Because this particular show we're watching is really brings up some good conversation. But yeah, I think that it's very important for you to be best friends with your partner. No, that doesn't mean always be with them. No. But be best friend. You're not always with your best friend, you know?
I think the great thing is that we don't. I can go and say, hey, I'm going down and I'm hanging with my brothers and friends in Atlanta for the weekend.
Right.
And it's not a big deal.
Right,
you know?
Exactly.
And
I just think it's weird though, because like I can't honestly say that, you know, I look at a lot of people's relationships and, you know, they say, I just seriously need a break for them for a few minutes. Like, we just need a couple days apart. Maybe when we were going through some rough patches, maybe I thought about that, because we've all gone through rough patches.
Sure,
our relationship has been far from perfect. But what we always say, it's been far from perfect, but at the end of the day, we always come together and fight for it because we both want it.
Right.
But I've never said that. Like, I just need my space from him. So I think that we have a healthy enough relationship where we have enough space from each other, but we are always together in the evenings and do what we want to do most of the evening. Does that make sense? Am I making sense, or am I blabbling? I just feel like I've never had to say, sense. I've heard my girlfriend say to me, like, I seriously just need like a break from him for a while. Like, for a couple of days.
I've heard the
same
thing.
Like, I love him, but like, I just need space. I've never
heard the same
That's
thing.
what it is. I've never needed space, except maybe when we were going through some hard times and when we were fighting every time we were together. Then I can honestly say, like, I seriously would just love to get away for a couple of days. Like, by myself, just myself, to breathe.
And quite honestly, that's probably what we needed.
Because we were not getting along.
We
Because
needed
X,
that
Y, and
to
Z
appreciate
happened.
each other.
Right.
Right.
And we need to think.
That's...
Right. We need to think before, you know, because right now this happened and I'm mad at you or you're mad at me or whatever the case may be, and we just need to think through it and calm down and then come back together. But other than that, heck no. Like you said, I mean, I that's what I look forward to all day, is to like hang out with you and like be with you, you know? So anyway, I don't even remember what the question was.
I don't know.
I really don't remember what the question was. I really don't. But anyway, what number are we on? Let's do like one more.
Oh, how do you feel when your partner has to leave you?
Oh,
for
yeah,
some
that's
time
right.
Because of work. The next one, number 36. Will you say sorry to your partner even though it's not your fault? That's what we talked about earlier.
I mean,
you used to do that.
I still do from time to time, and so do you. To say like, you know what I mean? Just to be like, because it could be one of those things where it's just like, there really is nobody right, really nobody is wrong, and I sometimes I step up, I'm like, look, I'm sorry, let's just forget about it. And in my mind, I'm like, I didn't really. And I'm sure you do the same thing.
I think that we both do that, and I think that's what, like we talked about empathy, I think that's why we do so well, is because we see the other person's side, even though we don't think you're necessarily right.
Right.
I'll go, I hear what you're saying, and I'm sorry that bothers you, that I did that, even though I really don't think that I did anything totally
because
horrible,
I might have taken it wrong. But it
still bothered you.
Right, like you might have said something, and I got upset about it, and you didn't at all mean what you said, but I can't get it out of my head the way I took it. Then you will say, look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I said that. And even though you're like, but I didn't mean it that way. So I think we both do that pretty well.
I think we both do that. I think that's fair, that what you've said is okay. I understand you said that, and you didn't mean it that way, but it still hurt.
Right. And I use the example all the time. It's like, you know, you're maybe you open the door quick and you didn't see me on the other side, and the door hit me straight in the nose and broke my nose. And you're like, I didn't mean to do that. I know you didn't mean to, but it still hurts. Like, I know you didn't mean to open the door and hit me in the face, but you opened the door, hit me in the face, and it hurts.
Right.
You know what I mean? So then, so I don't
doesn't
know.
matter if you didn't mean to hit me in the face. You hit me in the face. My nose is broke.
Right. It doesn't matter if
and
you
I can forgive you for that, but don't act like
it's
not your fault. You still have to be accountable for things you say and do, even if you didn't necessarily mean.
Sure. And that's something that you kind of learn as you grow older, and which we have way more to learn. But like, I look back on the relationships that my kids have with their, you know, boyfriends or girlfriends or whatever it is, and I see some things that they go through, and I have the knowledge now of being able to give them advice. But if I were their age, I'd be doing the same thing. So I try to like check myself a lot of times when I'm giving my kids advice on relationships, because I'm trying to think, okay, Angie, you do know what you're talking about, and you are actually right in this case, but I was actually your age too, and maybe thinking the same way. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, like, a lot of this has evolved over time. As we're getting older, we've learned how to do these things.
Right.
We've learned how to say sorry when we don't necessarily think we did anything wrong, which we would have never done in the past.
No.
Just like I said at the
absolutely
beginning of this podcast, I used to not, I used to apologize for everything. You didn't apologize for
and
anything.
I wouldn't let up and be empathetic to it.
And I was-
or say,
Right.
yeah,
Both of those reasonings were how we were, because of our childhood.
correct.
And I'm not trying to knock on either of our parents.
No.
You
it just
you
is
were
what
taught
it
you're
is
never
what it
wrong.
is.
It's perfect. Everything's fine. I always felt like in my family that everything was my fault, which that's a whole another podcast that I wouldn't mind opening up about sometime, because I think it might help somebody. I love my parents dearly, and my mom and my dad to death, and we still have a very good relationship together. But there are some things that went on in my past that made me be like that made me say I was sorry about everything.
Right.
So anyway, that's another podcast.
It is.
How many more do we have? What number are we on? 30. We'll start
on
37 next week.
37, yes.
37. How are we going to remember 37?
I already put it in the notes.
You said that last time, and when we started this podcast, you were like, I don't remember what number we were on.
But then it was in the notes. I put it in the notes every time. I didn't know until I looked at the
You're
notes.
so good, Mr. Lumberjack. Jeff has a lumberjack shirt on tonight, and I like it. I like
I
the
like
plaid.
it too. I'd like to have a blue one.
We'll go buy a
And
blue
a green one.
You know where we bought that? The fancy
Walmart.
store of Walmart.
Walmart for $9.
That's right.
And
Be
it's
proud of
warm.
it. $9.88, I'm sure.
$9.88.
All right, peace out.
Roll back.
Roll back.
All right, we out.